Namine Namaste Madhusudnaya Bhaktipad Priyaya Te Durlabha Krishna Bhakti Ati Sarvakarine. Hare Krishna. Yesterday we were reading 4.9 and today we will continue with 4.10. So chapter 4, shlok number 10. But if we got to meditate a little bit on yesterday's shlok where Krishna made it so easy that one who simply understands that Krishna's appearance, his manifestation, and all of his pastimes, his activities on this earth are all divine, they're transcendental. Because Krishna comes out of his causeless mercy. We come out of our karma, and we have to suffer over here based upon our past actions. And we enjoy based upon our past good actions, also based upon our good karma. But Krishna has no reason to come. He comes out of his own will and out of his own mercy. And for us, if we simply understand that Krishna is transcendental divine, he's not a material body like us, right? Then that is enough to where we never have to take birth again and go back to that Krishna, that Godhead, not anywhere else. So in 4.10, Krishna is continuing, one who knows the transcendental nature. Sorry, this was 4.9. So in 4.10, Krishna is saying, being freed from attachment, fear, and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me. So Krishna is explaining over here so beautifully that being freed from the attachment, fear, and anger, right? We have to let go of all of these qualities. Attachment to our loved ones, attachment to money, property, everything else. Yeah, it is necessary in day to day. It is definitely necessary that Krishna is not saying that you give that up. Just don't be attached to that, because when we die, when we leave this body, we're not going to take anything with us. And the biggest example of this was Alexander the Great. That when he was leaving his body, he asked everyone that you put my hands out of the coffin when you're taking me through the streets of all of the villages and all of the cities. What to do? You bury me in the coffin, but put my hands out. What will that signify? They asked him. That will show the world that I conquered the entire world. But when I left, when I died, I did not take anything with me. Do not stay attached to it. Just because we need it for our day to day life, that doesn't mean we become attached to it and that becomes our life completely. So, being free from attachment, fear. Today, the biggest fear that everyone has is the fear of death. There's no bigger fear. And plus, you will hear about how people are dying these days. There are new things. Sanjay Kapoor, Karishma Kapoor's ex-husband, he had a honeybee that went into his throat, stung his throat, and he got a heart attack right away. Imagine. He was a millionaire. He had hundreds of millions of dollars. But a honeybee, a small bee, small monkey killed him. Now, recently, there we used to see in all the movies that people are getting cardiac arrest and they're dying and everything. One person was playing cricket with his friends on the ground and he hit a six. He hit such a beautiful shot. Everybody came over. He ran to the middle of the pitch. Everybody congratulated him. As they were congratulating him, he fell down and he died on the spot. They said cardiac arrest. And then again, there was a kabaddi player over here recently. 1 month ago, he got bit. He got bit by a dog. What happened was the child, a puppy of a dog, actually fell into the gutter in India. So this kabaddi player, he felt bad for that puppy. So he jumped into that dirty gutter to rescue that puppy. And that puppy got scared. He got afraid. He thought, why is this person coming behind me? And he bit just one small finger of that kabaddi player. So he bit it. Now, this kabaddi player also did not take any action after that. He did not seek any treatment. And we all know that if dogs bite, we get rabies. And these are the street dogs in India. So they won't be vaccinated or anything against this. So this person began to develop these things, symptoms, and everything. And by the time, before even he could think what happened or where I should go, see a doctor or anything, because this happened 1 month ago, he passed away 2, 3 days ago. Right? So today, people are not dying just because of old age or disease. They are dying through the madhumakhi, through the honeybees. They are dying just by playing outside. They are dying by getting bitten by dogs. So death may come in any shape or form. And that is the biggest fear, that surrendering to Krishna, being fully absorbed in Krishna, always thinking about Krishna, that fear goes away. It does not mean that you will not have any nervousness. Nervousness will still be there, because how will we leave this body? What will happen? All of that nervousness inside us is always going to be there. But the fear of death, which is the biggest fear of anyone and everyone, that fear goes away, because even in the Bhagavatam, it is said that fear personified is afraid of Krishna. Even fear is fearful of Krishna. In fact, that is in the first canto itself. Over there, it is said that Krishna is saying that fear personified is afraid of Krishna. And then also, what do we read in the sixth canto? Right? When Yamraj comes to take, when actually the servants of Yamraj came to take Ajamil, right? But he was chanting Narayan, Narayan. Immediately the Vishnu Dutas came. And what did the Vishnu Dutas do? At that time, the servants of Yamraj did not have any power at all. They immediately left. And that's when Yamraj told them that if anyone is chanting Krishna's name or has chanted even Krishna's name once, do not even go near them, because they are part of and parcel of going back to Krishna. They are on their way of going back to Krishna. So in the Bhagavatam, it says that about the fear, living beings who are entangled in the complicated meshes of birth and death can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy name of Krishna, which is feared by fear personified. In Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 1, shlok number 14, in the beginning itself, it is saying that fear is also afraid of Krishna. So if we surrender and take shelter of Krishna, always think of Krishna, that fear from within us also, the fear of death goes away. And of course, anger. Anger also, Krishna is saying that one should give up. Right? Because anger, lust, greed are all the doors for us to go to hell. So Krishna is saying that being freed from all this and being fully absorbed in me and taking shelter in me in Krishna. Krishna is saying many, right? He's saying many persons in the past became purified. Simply, how? Just by the knowledge of Krishna. Simply hearing about Krishna, accepting that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead without any doubt, right? We become purified. And then we began to get that knowledge about Krishna. And thus, all of them, they attain transcendental love for Krishna. That's what happens to a devotee. When he learns about Krishna through a pure devotee, that love which is within us, that is dormant, that is sleeping, that begins to become awakened. Once that is awakened, we start remembering our true relationship with Krishna. That we are part and parcel of Krishna. We start remembering that. And then that begins to purify us. Then we gain that knowledge of Krishna. We hear the glories, we hear the pastimes. And then we begin to develop that love for Krishna. In fact, the first process of devotional service also is listening. Shravanam, it is about listening to the pastimes of Krishna, to the glories of Krishna from a devotee of Krishna. And that helps us become purified. And that also gives us that love for Krishna, through which Krishna is saying that how so many people, many, he's not saying only few or some, but many people in the past. How did they become purified? Just by learning about Krishna, accepting that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, listening about Krishna, then they began to serve Krishna and develop that love which was dormant began to get awakened. And then simply how we came into contact with this material world, how Krishna was saying, right? All of our transcendental love for Krishna, it turned into lust, turned into greed, anger, right? So now that process starts to become reverse, where we are slowly rising above the anger, the lust, greed, all of those qualities go down. And that transcendental love for Krishna is began to become awakened within our hearts. Just imagine how beautiful that is. And we have taken so many births, but this knowledge about Krishna, we do not receive it in every birth. So we should consider ourselves very lucky. And so in this birth, make this our goal, that we will simply accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? Because he is saying so. Krishna is saying so himself. Brahma is saying, Shiva is saying, right? Narad Muni is saying, everyone is saying. And we are saying, no. God for me is only someone who can fulfill my wishes, who can give me more money, who can take away all of my problems. And Krishna himself has described that this world is dukhalyam akshashvatam. Right? So how are we? All of our problems, how will they go away? If one goes away, another one is standing to come. We don't even know what that is. And then we say, no, the other problem only was fine. Now this is a bigger problem. So let us meditate on Krishna's name. Take shelter of Krishna. Always think of Krishna, because Krishna says, Man mana bhava bhakto. Always thinking of Krishna. That will make our whole birth successful, not just our life. We think life becomes successful through all of these material gains and benefits. Wealth, property, cars, relatives, right? Wealth, all of those things make your life successful. But becoming surrendered to Krishna, accepting Krishna as the Supreme Person of Godhead, makes our whole birth successful, to where we never have to take birth again. In this birth itself, we're facing so many problems, so many challenges, so many issues, that thinking about taking another birth one more time like this, and we don't know. Will we get a human being form? Will we get another living being, an animal, a fly, a bird, right? Anything in the air, anything in the water. And then we don't know when we will get this precious human form. Right? Remember, the human form is one of the only forms where we can make decision about what will happen to us next. In every other form, animal, insect, fly, bird, right, whale, dolphin, anything else, we cannot make those decisions. that this will be our last birth. Right? Only in the human form we can make that decision. And if we have made the decision, then simply surrender to Krishna. Always think of Krishna, chant his holy name every day, and see Krishna everywhere. It's that simple. So with that, we'll end here and then we'll continue tomorrow. Before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna.